Assalamu alaikum. We will now work with the next four letters. By now, you must have finished the first three letters, which we worked on for our Arabic 1 course. The letters Ba, Ta, Tha. And that was your first homework, building on the four concepts which we will work on in this course. And this course is strictly about letters. So in those three letters, the first three letters, Ba, Ta, Tha, you must have noticed that they have similar kind of shape. Their sounds are different, pronunciation is different. You notice that their forms were different depending on where the letter shows up in the beginning or middle or end. And finally, their orientation. So Ba, Ta, Tha were all above the line. And using Sheikh Mamdou's video, you know that letter Ba comes from the lips. Letter Ta is fairly simple and straightforward, right behind the teeth. And letter Tha comes from putting the tip of the tongue between the teeth. The letters we are going to work today are also important letters, and same four concepts will be used. The benefit about these three letters which we are going to learn today is that they also have similar, all three letters have the same shape. So some of the things are going to be easy for us to learn, inshallah. So this letter is named Jeem, J-E-E-M, and it makes the J sound in English. This letter Ha is a heavy Ha, comes from the top of the throat. Ha, Ha. It's not your easy hello H. And finally, Kha. Kha, from Sheikh Mamdou's video, you notice that the mouth needs to be round when you're pronouncing Kha, Kha, Kha. So it also comes from the top of the throat. So Jeem, Ha, Kha. These are the three letters we will work with. The important part here, we went through the names of the letters, and you notice that names are all different, and because of that, Jeem for J, Ha for H in your homework, and Ha, K-H-A, will come in parentheses, K-H, K-H in parentheses. You will notice that the beginning form of these letters is totally oriented above the line. So letter Jeem, this is its shape. Its sound is J, 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 which is mid of the tongue touching the top of the mouth to make the J sound. Writing wise, the full letter starts like on the line and then goes below, and it has tummy. All three letters have the same shape, so all of them have tummy. But then in orientation, the beginning form is oriented on the line. Middle form is same as the beginning form always, except that it has a little extension. And end form is same as the full letter. And if it is joining with the previous letter, then you should have an extension. Ha, again, same shape, pronounced from top of the mouth, mid throat or top throat. Ha, Ha, it's a heavy sound. Again, it's oriented, the beginning form is oriented above the line. Middle form is same as the beginning form with a little extension to join with the previous letter. The end form is same as the full letter, and if it needs to join with the previous letter, it should have an extension. Finally, Kha, same shape, sound comes from the top of the throat. KH is used in the homework to show you that this is letter Kha. So that's right here. The beginning form is oriented above the line. Oriented above the line. The middle form is same as the beginning form with a little extension. And then end form is by itself. And if it needs to join with the previous letter, it should use an extension to join with the previous letter. So these are the beginning, middle and end forms we will be working on with the letters now, inshallah. So we covered all 4 concepts for each letter: the name, the sound, the pronunciation. Jim is pronounced with the middle of the tongue touching the top. Ha is pronounced with the heavy sound coming from top or middle of the throat. Ha definitely from the top of the throat. Ha with a round mouth. And then the orientation, you can see the orientation for end form is below the line, but beginning and middle is on the line. And you do see all the beginning, middle and end forms here. Now, when we go about making the words, we will have to apply all these concepts as well as the previous letters as well. So we learned ba, ta, tha before, and now we have to work with jim, ha, ha as well. So here are some examples. For example, you want to write the word butaj or jihah or khabti or hujjat or juhabbi. Let's do that. So let's see how we will write them. For each letter we have a vowel, and if we don't have a vowel, then we should put a sukoon on it. That's the standard rule which we will be following. So what we will be doing now is to make sure that we take the name of the letter, its form, and what we will put as a vowel on it. And we will do that for all words. So here, be with you is letter ba, beginning form, correct? With dhamma, right? Then middle form of letter ta, correct? With the vowel fatha. Hopefully so far so good. Finally, end form, because it is the last letter of letter jim, and letter jim is joining. So here is the extension to join with ta, with the sukoon, because we don't have any vowel after jim. So we have to put the round circle, sukoon. Sukoon can sometimes also be shown as a caret. Both are okay. So this is your first word. The letter, vowel, letter, vowel, letter, no vowel, so you have to put a sukoon. Letter ba with dhamma, letter ta with fatha, letter jim with sukoon. Hopefully this makes sense so far. Let's continue. Next word, jihah. Jihah. So letter jim, beginning form with the kasra. I will change the marker. Letter jim with the kasra. Letter ha, middle form, joining with the fatha. Fatha. Letter ha, capital H, letter ha with the fatha. And finally, letter kha in parentheses. Letter kha in parentheses, but there is no vowel afterwards, so it will have to be a sukoon. So letter kha, and here comes the sukoon on it. I will fix this a little bit, just move it away so that it doesn't confuse you. Letter kha with sukoon. Jim with kasra, ha with fatha, right? Ha with fatha, kha with sukoon, kha with sukoon. Inshallah, this makes sense. Next one. Now this one starts with kha, letter kha, and it has an a, so kha with fatha. Kha with fatha. Ba, and then there is no vowel, so we will have to put a sukoon. Middle form of ba with a sukoon. Finally, last letter is letter ta, end form with a kasra. Ta with a kasra. So right here, ta with the kasra. Kha with fatha, right? Ba with sukoon, right? And then ta with kasra, end form of ta with kasra. Always remember your beginning and middle forms are half of the original letter, and end form is always the full form. So that's your number 3. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Let's work on number 4. Number 4. I'll change the marker. This time we have ha as in the beginning with dhamma, right? Then we have a jeem in the middle form, but no vowel, so jeem with sukoon. And then jeem again with a, which means fatha. And finally, letter ta with sukoon. So ha with dhamma, jeem with sukoon, jeem with fatha, and finally ta with sukoon. You have not learned the concept of shadda yet. So if some of you are thinking that because we have 2 jeems, they should be joined and we should use shadda, do remember you have not learned the concept of shadda yet. So letter ha with dhamma, letter jeem with sukoon, letter jeem again with fatha, and finally letter ta with sukoon. We will do this last word and then we'll be done with this lesson, and you will be getting your homework to work on. Do let me know if you have any questions. But using the same practice, letter jeem beginning form with dhamma. Letter ha, I would rather put the ha in capital letter. I want to get you used to ha now with caps, because later in the course we will learn another ha which is called easy ha, and for that one we use the lowercase h. So I would rather have you use uppercase. I will use the uppercase h in the homework so you can get used to uppercase h. In kh it doesn't matter because kh together in parentheses make ha, but h alone by itself I would rather use capital H so that you know that this is the heavy ha sound. Ha sound. Okay. Jeem with dhamma, middle form of ha with fatha, right? And finally end form of ba with kasra. Jeem with dhamma. Ha with fatha. Ba with kasra. So inshallah together this helps you to see how to work with these 3 letters. And we learned 3 new letters. We went through their shape, their names, their sound, their pronunciation, how to make the right pronunciation. That's very important. The reason this course focuses on letters only, because we want to make sure you learn the right way of pronouncing the letters instead of focusing on other things and not perfecting the letters to best of your ability. Finally, where to put the letter on the line. That's what we call orientation. What is the orientation of this letter? In this case, you noticed as compared to first 3 letters, the beginning and middle forms have different orientation than the end form. And that's an important observation because this might happen with more letters later on. And finally, the forms of jeem, ha, ha. Then we did some exercise of putting these letters together. Write some words. These are made up words. Most of them are not true words except this one. So we did that, and hopefully with that you got a pretty good practice of how to use these letters and the previous 3 letters, all 6 of them together in writing the words. Jazakumullah khair. We will stop here, and until next lesson, do let me know if you have any questions, and we will try to do our best to help you. Assalamu alaikum.